Hey, check this out. Today is the 29th of January, 2024. We're going to talk about this article right here, talking about Charles Hoskinson and how he is reacting to an ADA enthusiast, someone who is backing Cardano. And that particular enthusiast is trying to say, asking Charles, hey, what's going on? Like, why don't we advertise on other social media platforms? Like, in order to get people to come over here and utilize this ADA blockchain, to utilize this protocol, because we need to garner more utility for Cardano. And I want you guys to listen to what he said. Well, not necessarily listen, I'm going to read it to you, but then I want you all to get your own perception as to, okay, is Charles really the one who should be backing this particular project, this community? You know, you want someone to go at bat and fight for you and to continue to put Cardano in the eyes of more people to come and build off of what you're trying to get up off the ground. Look at this article right here from the Crypto Basic. Hoskinson reacts to statement that Cardano cannot advertise like Solana. Now, the question is, why not? And if why not, once you figure out what the reason is, could that really hurt the progression of ADA going into the future? Or it might be a good thing. Let's go and look at this article real quick. So, Charles Hoskinson has reacted to a recent criticism by ADA enthusiasts regarding the Cardano team's failure to run ads to bolster the network's adoption. Yeah, we need people to come over here, Charles. Like, this is what the people in the community is trying to say. Charles, come up over here. Go ahead and drop some ads on some social media platforms so that we can get more eyes, more interest to people to come over here and build off of this ADA network. What's so wrong with that? Is that wrong? Should we not be able to do that? For context, a Cardano enthusiast named Bradford Rich, okay, so this is the person who is posing a question to Charles. He shared a screenshot of a recent Solana ad on the X platform. So here, he's giving an example. Solana is over here promoting and advertising here on Twitter or X. The ad, which explained the growing adoption of Solana over the past years, aimed to lure in more developers into adopting the proof of scale network for their projects. Now, when you have a competitive environment, okay, you have all of these cryptocurrencies, altcoins out here trying to harness more eyes to their particular blockchain, right? Solana is out here getting that attention, but Cardano is not, because they cannot advertise like Solana. When you have coders and people who's able to go out and develop programs, they're not going to look at ADA as a first stop. They're going to look at Solana because Solana grabbed their attention first. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this here. Commenting, the user asks whether the team behind the Cardano network is also advertising like Solana. So he asked Charles, are you guys advertising too? Another ADA enthusiast with the username @Alf and a couple of numbers slammed the team for playing hide and seek when asked to invest $10 million to bring Circle's stablecoin to the Cardano network. Now, here's Charles' reaction though. Look at the tweet. This mindset is an example of all that is wrong with how to run an ecosystem. Cardano has a treasury and has community governance. I guess it's supposed to be from a working group at Intersect. Talk to the relevant parties, get prices and requirements, have the community vote to approve the plan and blank. Well, apparently Charles is saying, look, we got a lot of hurdles to jump over just for us to come through and advertise. Sorry. That is what he's telling the community. This is what he's trying to insinuate to the enthusiasts, the people who like Cardano, who wants Cardano to grow. This is literally what he's saying. Now, is it a good thing because you got governance? Is it a good thing that you got to go through working parties and get prices and all this type of requirements and then get approval from the community? Is that a good thing? When all you're trying to do is simply come through and grow your network. We need developers. We need to induce people. We need to convince them that our protocol, that our blockchain is better than Solana. And what if the developers don't care about governance? What if they don't care about having a treasury? They just want to build. And if you're so restrictive in that building, they won't come. Simple. They won't come. So for Charles to just simply say that this is what's wrong with how to run an ecosystem kind of lets me to know maybe this man is not the one primed to run Cardano. maybe Cardano cannot be that go-to blockchain to build massive developments, to get stablecoins usage on this blockchain like Circle. Maybe it's not. Because if you got to go through all of this, like if I was a developer, if you were a developer, a coder, you wouldn't want to come over here and build on Cardano if you have to go through all of these hurdles just to build, just to get some usage and some utility. Apparently Solana is out here running the yard. They're out here trying to bring more people to their particular protocol, to their blockchain to build. It's more inviting. And for Cardano, it looks like it wants to be like a closed door society to where only small people come in and utilize the network. And if it's going to be closed door, understand that it's not going to grow. It's not going to flourish because people are not going to come. Okay. So tell me what you guys think about that. Is this going to be a good thing for Cardano, seeing that you got to go through so many things just to get approval, just to get an ad ran on a social media platform? Is that's not so hard to do. Why can't Charles simply take his own money and advertise? It doesn't have to come from the community. You don't have to get approval from the community. Why can't he not be the face and go out and bring more people to the community, to the blockchain to build? All he has to do is do more AMAs, go out and do more interviews with YouTubers, do interviews. Like all of that will work. But he's not doing it. And that therefore could impact the price of ADA. Look at it. We've already done a price prediction in ADA. And you guys can see that the price has already hit our first buy zone. So we're not necessarily worried. You should have gotten some out of that particular move to the downside there, 7.43%. It hit our first target. Okay. Let's look at this on a weekly time frame real quick. Are you still feeling weak into the market in ADA? That's a weekly. Here it is on the 2 weeks. Take a look at ADA on the 3, 5, the monthly time frame. Okay, 330-minute chart real quick. So what we're going to do, since the market in ADA has came and hit this first buy zone, we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to go ahead and create this buy zone here. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to see the market in ADA continue to stair step its way lower in price. I'm still going to hold these other two buy zones here at the bottom. I'm not going to change my price prediction in that realm. And we're still going to look for price in ADA to continue to drift to the downside. I don't think price currently is that bullish. I do see on the 2-day and the 3-day chart that the market is looking a little bit bullish. So we may see the market rise initially, but as long as it doesn't run up to 58 cents, then I'm still going to anticipate some lower prices in this market. Okay. So that's it. I'm for real. Like, give me your thoughts about Charles and his inability to go out on his own and advertise. I get with the community governance. I get with the treasury. I get with how ADA is supposed to be ran. I get it. But outside of that, why cannot Charles buck the system and actually be the face and actually get more people to come up here and use ADA? Why can't he do that? It's real simple. If you want your blockchain to flourish, if you want it to outshine the other altcoins that's competing for developers, then you need to be the face. You need to go out and promote. Go ahead and give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain your profitability. And as always, trade different.